我觉得有的时候这么明确的一个换人信号，并不是一个很好的消息。特别是小辉他的英雄池也能够覆盖很多的英雄，我觉得适当的时候，对，适当的时候应该可以去考虑更多的轮换，更多的去磨合和试验吧。
是的。但在今天的比赛里面，其实我们也是看到 EQL 这边有蛮多次的这个先手被减员。就是 Pineapple 这边其实今天的一个单点个人击杀做得很不错，他经常会在比如说开团前这边的 C 位 ，TeamCC 这边的 C 位会在开团前就让对面先行1员减员的一个情况，人少打人多，这个我觉得是 EQL 后面要去解决的一个问题。是失位问题还是什么问题？我觉得这个可以教练组后面去慢慢的看一下。上来每一次先行掉人的这个情况，会导致他们后续的一个团战整体的一个
viewership
对，其实对于偏新的队伍
，requires some
soul， 需要这样的英雄的时候，那就是你整个队伍的一个整体能够捏在一起是最重要的，整个拉扯的前与进的这样的一个指令的执行能力都是非常重要的。但是今天我觉得，刚刚。
They usually lowball it.
菠萝哥
Yeah, 800K.
他的这个黑影，我其实觉得
I think we were saying yesterday we didn't look into it, but we were saying what you really need to do is you need
EMP 我觉得每一波成功率非常高。其次
the numbers that China do for other games and do it more as a proportion. What games are we close to in terms of viewership numbers?
那么远的距离，他能够黑到，然后
Trusted sources
扔上去之后，然后一梭子跟掉，所以这个
Where is Eggs?
老选手
Where is Eggs and his
比
abacus?
赛节奏的把控，特别是刚刚的抢点图，因为你到了80%，虽然对面是先掉一人的一个情况下，但是他能够非常果断的把这个团战给开起来，而且快速的能够跟队友去打一个配合，打一个集火，所以我觉得，我们看到很多队伍啊，真的拿到黑影阵容的时候，还是会有一点青涩，但是对于他们来讲，这一个体系玩得非常的。
The wave of viewership, but they have the number on the website.
无论是菠萝的个人能力还是
it's the amount of times the stream has been opened, so the number only goes up.
已经在这个体系上面做得很好的。好，那我们也是来看一下上一张地图的赛后数据。
Okay. It's just not.
好了，这张地图看起来的话
Not that helpful then.
比较大的就是
Even when because they stream it on like TikTok and stuff as well, right? Does TikTok
我觉得这个
live not show viewership numbers?
就是讲道理，这个 KD 不会拉得这么开，那说明一个问题就是。Team CC 他们整个队伍的参与击杀都是非常高的。是 Team CC 今天因为一直在打这个，不管是裂空回声啊，还是像一些黑影裂空啊这样的，他们几乎都是在打这种纯集火，而且自己的前排也并不是像破坏球一样单点作战能力很强的这样的英雄，所以他们能打出今天这个数据，更多还是来自于团队这么长时间以来的。
Just did 24/7 streams. It only goes up. The numbers only getting bigger.
菠萝哥他最后一把的回声真的是很秀啊，7进7出。
对，第一
游龙，
对，第一我们说黑影，就是他本来就是一个枪男出身啊，然后现在一个自由人的角度
，Undershooting reruns on Billy.
首先标准没有任何问题，其次他的一个沟通能力。
I see the businessmen have woken up. Got a few entrepreneurs in the
这张地图，法老金放出来，就你说 Team CC， 我觉得 Team CC 这支队伍他们的法老金阵容也很厉害，而且他们的法老金的选手也很强，但是他拿出一手回声，就是
Most valuable pineapple. I mean, he's good for it.
法老金，你要拿法老金行，我就回声打你啊。是
Preds, yeah, we can do Preds. It seems like the schedule's moving a reasonable
还
amount
是选择
quicker.
以赛代练嘛，就进一步加强自己在自由人这方面的一些造诣嘛。然后包括说，中间的几次人格复制变成了安娜，这个临场的判断，包括整个大局观还是相当出色的。
是的，那我们这边 TeamCC 的采访也已经准备就绪了，让我们来看一下是哪位选手来跟我们连线呢？哦，是我们的 MVP 菠萝哥
，Hello，
跟观众朋友们先打个招呼吧。
Hello， 大家好，我是 TeamCC 的
Pineapple， 你好，好久不见了，也是时隔了很久，又一次回到了我们的守望先锋冠军系列赛。这一次回到我们国服赛区，自己对于本次比赛的期望是什么呢？
期望当然
The mustache isn't doing it for me. It's not robust enough.
能进到我们的线下赛，那跟你们要争夺名额的队伍，可能明天就会遇到了，因为明天可能就要先打到 ROC 嘛，有没有信心？
就一句话，芦苇达等着吧。
等着吧，听到了没有？等着吧。
好，那
he says his expectation is definitely to qualify for LAN.
印象真的还是 很多年前了，很多年前就是我知道你是一个枪男出身，那其实你在随着这个比赛的经验的这个增加，然后随着自己的英雄池的一个拓展，你其实现在完全是一个自由人的一个形状了。
对，
而且
confident versus Rock?
程度现在是
Just
非常
one
高
sentence.
然后
Wait
在
and
这样的一个转
see.
变的过程当中，你觉得会遇到一些问题吗？其实可以分享给大家。
或者会在转变的过程当中遇到瓶颈吗？怎么去突破它的？
可能就是打法方面的，因为蔷薇和这个人的打法其实差的还是蛮多的。这方面可以通过去看一些那种厉害的选手的比赛的录像，
那一般看哪些厉害的选手呢？
哎，点名环节，
哎，谁？
现在最近在看斯诺克和
哦，看 Purple 为什么不看？
为什么国内选手看谁呢？
对，国内选手有没有这个推荐的？
国内选手当然看开哥。
哦，
开哥一直是我的偶像。
可以，这句话还好你说出来了，不然开哥待会儿为什么要
开哥要来了？好的，来，一哥有什么想问我们菠萝的呢？
我想问菠萝的就是，其实在这2天的比赛里面，你一直在队伍里面是操刀自由人的位置，那大家对你们的这个人员配置也比较熟悉，可能到了后面，特别比如说面对到 ROC 的时候，需要你再去操刀长枪。那你对自己的长枪现在有没有信心？或者说，你刚才说嘛，让迪亚等着，那你对他在长枪上面能不能再给他来点狠话？
明天看就知道了。
明天看就知道了啊！
还是有准备，有人在藏招，
是的，
暴
肯定要
太多
啊，对啊。
但是话已经放出去了。
对的，明天见分晓呢，也是希望在未来的比赛里越战越勇，乘风破浪，加油，菠萝！那我们下一次再见了，希望下一次赛后采访还可以采访到你，拜拜，
拜拜，
拜拜，
拜。
哎呀，好腼腆啊！还记得他当年刚出道的时候。
Dia left Team CC to join Rock. Any words for Dia in the Hitscan Guild tomorrow? Just wait and see. All right, we'll wait, and then we will see, as instructed. It's an exposure angle. Yes. I got this great opportunity. What you do is you do the work for free, and then you get exposure.
反观。
中间这位选手，
所以我觉得
We're up to 3%.
他也说了嘛，他会
3% sheep believers. Yeah, thank you, Ziz.
而且其实从我刚才问他的问题也能看
Certainly carrying the translation part because I'm not pulling my weight.
没有因为队伍的要求，然后去放弃掉自己的一些老本行，还是对自己很有信心，这相当好啊，就是。
People with massive balls bet on little sheep. It says there's a level of irony here. Is it irony? There's a level of something here where all the sheep are just following the once again bet, whereas all the real wheelers and dealers know the money is to be made on the little sheep side of the equation.
这地方到处都是海力士的人，按理该劝你小心点。
但你知道我不是那种人。是他没跑了。来吧，苏西。
Unfortunately, you weren't. Do you speak any Korean, Ziz? Have you picked any up? You guys have had like Korean players at various points. From K-dramas, not Overwatch. Yeah, I mean, I think that's like when I speak to, obviously, I'm going to mention TF2 again, but when I play in TF2, obviously play with people from a lot of other countries around Europe, and most of the people who, especially those with the best English, say they all invariably end up learning English more from watching like American or English TV shows than actually like from English in school or anything like that.
谁知道你会变成什么样？
记得我那句话吗，苏西？
Do you have, in that situation though, do you have like a starting bit?
就是一辈子的事儿。
Cheers, Archie. GTA taught more people English than you could possibly imagine. You learn English by watching XQC. Because I feel like, because I've watched foreign language shows and movies before, and I don't pick up any of the language. I don't feel like any of it I sort of gain. Is it just because I'm not watching enough of it, or do you need a sort of a starting point to then build on? The only thing he learned from being in a team with other languages is swear words. Yeah, I think that's true. You need to watch shows that you already know. Okay. Dora the Explorer taught you English. A show designed to teach Spanish taught you English. A starting bit and speaking yourself. Okay. People say variety shows are good. What variety shows? Like game show type stuff, or like, oh, what's it called? Like Saturday Night Live? I listen to a lot of foreign language music. Yeah, I guess the problem with music, like, the advantage of TV shows is you have the subtitles, so you can sort of, you can figure it out. Whereas in music, you'll just get, you might learn the words, but you won't know what they mean. Oh, in Latin America, I'm sure it teaches English instead of Spanish. Do they have to change the show? Or does Dora the Explorer just work both ways? Most people around 20 years learned from English. Yeah, I think... Yeah, you're probably right, sis. The fact that it's conversations, YouTube will do the same, right? Because you'll just be watching, say, a podcast-style thing or a talking head type show. In France, Dora teaches English. Oh, okay. Interesting. Have you been following the Face It League results at all? I've kind of looked at the results, but I've not watched any of the games.
The weight of my future rests on my shoulders.
I think whenever you play a game enough, especially, you also just pick up loads of stuff, right? Like, I know, like, when I play, like, Age of Empires as a kid, just know loads of random terms that I wouldn't know otherwise about, like, different civilizations or different units or things like that. I imagine the same is probably true with, like, I guess, other historical games as well. You'll actually you'll learn a little bit about that, whatever the game's focused on, that part of stuff. Place in history. Supernova are fumbling again? Are they really? Come on, Chime. Surely they're not fumbling again. Where am I going? Overwatch. Face it. EMEA, NA. Because are we in playoff stage right now, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, okay. Why are Supernova in the lower bracket? Who were Rad Academy? Or Radamy? I recognize, like, Velvet and Santana. Chime isn't playing anymore? Who's on Supernova now, then? Who's... They still got Ryan? Was Ryan gone as well? Where's Supernova? Oh, yeah, it'll be Ryan and Jutsu playing. Maybe something like False and Astro, Grapes and Renko. Yeah, I think this team should be set to qualify for the relegation promotion, but... It's actually a Dill Duck world. Frothy Philly is going to the top 8. Okay. So top 2 go through, don't they? So whoever wins this next game, is that tonight? April the 4th. That's not tonight. That's next Friday. And these games tonight? No, April the 1st. Extinct, which one? Where am I looking? Extinction? This one. Oh, it's got Haven and stuff on it. Okay. Haven, Hanbei. Alright. What's happening in EMEA? I think I saw SRP check were in trouble. Ah, they've been eliminated. Yeah. That would constitute trouble. That's a really low finish. Incendia out as well. Who's on Quick Esports these days? Dip, Zydra, Snowdrop, Willy's07, Skytour, Atsuki Yoam. Okay. And who else is it? Frosttail Esport. Who's on Frosttail Esport? Oh, it's Crocs. It's Crocs and the gang. Crocs and Pack and that. KDM got banned during the second map of Incendia versus War, so Ostrich was playing Kiriko for us. You know, Ball and Kiriko, same hero. Same hero, right? What, as in banned from Face It, or banned from, like, as in Overwatch, banned from the game? QRX played some support as well. Well, I mean, it clearly worked. And then who else is left? 0907, Arius, TA, Wasp. So Wasp was a question. So yeah, Wasp looks like the same guys, I guess. Oh, Ange mentioned. W Ange in the chat. So KDM has been kind of replaced by everyone. Whoever's filling in on the day. And then who else have we got? Frosttail we looked at, not Dreamlight. Arius. Okay. Yeah, I remember like Skitzer and Lars and Texol. 0907. Less familiar with this team. And 2 on TA. Oh, okay. Takuno, Chaba, Tama, Alba, Gucci, Lauren. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see Prash on any teams. Is Prash out already? Quick Prash check. Oh, here he is. Oh, he's on Incendia. Ah. And it feels like his team should have done so much better now, really. Like Cookie, Cloud. Ah, so disappointing. I mean, even SRP check's team looks pretty good, right? Like SXJ, Fake Jake, Eggs. Alongside Danon and Cloudy. I don't know, it's like a decent team. Really surprised to see these teams go out last, right? Like, obviously, if they don't get top 2, competitive, blah, 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 only 2 spots. But going out last? Like 7th/8th? What am I listening to? Cool. Alright. And these games are the same day, like the 3rd of April, 31st of March. Oh, that's soon then, when is that? Monday? I played them on Monday? Some Monday night lower bracket quarterfinals? Yesterday, Fake Jake played Lucio. Ah. They didn't scrim. I can see how this would cause some problems. That would cause some problems. I mean, I guess in Wasp's case, it caused some solutions. Because hold on as well. So when was he? So he was banned during map 2 or after map 2? so they lost the map before he was banned, and then once he was banned, it was all clear sailing. Alright, step 1, we lose the first map. Step 2, our flex support gets banned. Step 3, it's all money, baby. Oh, we had to play 4v5? Oh, okay.
3-0结束了。那马上就要为大家带来 Once Again 对阵的比赛。
Gotta be. How do you feel in that situation? One, you're banned. You feel bad about that. Two, your team loses the map you got banned on. Feel bad about that. All right. At least my emotions are clear in this. Then my team goes on to win the rest of the maps without me. Happy for my team. Or have I been singled out as a problem here?
他的一个坦位的一个
强度和经验吧。
QRX2 Zen was fucking goaded.
体现出来，还有一个是威尔这名选手
If you can aim, you can aim.
太准，非常准。但是我们都说枪位需要队友给自己去创造。
Dana doesn't want to scrim and only wants to play the good games.
我们现在在国内赛区。说的一个什么呢？就是可能强度最高的一支队伍。那在
Anyway, to rewatch the match, don't know. Did Bullskunk stream him?
不能有输出，
今天的发挥怎么样？很关键了。是的，好的，那这里也是给大家先看一下我们今天解说老师们的预测。好的，还是比较统一啊，清一色，因为 Once Again 毕竟现在在我们的国服赛区应该就是独一档队伍。
对
，Costa Boomstock streams. Oh, okay.
时期他们的表现是非常好的，而且在这个像。
94 to 6% is wild. I mean, we've listen, Space Rocket. It was 100% to 0% for a while, so we've actually really balanced the scales. Incremental improvement. Arias channel streamed their match as well. That's good. Yeah, the Arias one, that looked like it was a dogfight in the end. Win a map, lose a map, win a map, lose a map, win a map.
好，那在这里有一个非常好的消息要告诉大家，让我们一起来看一下吧。就是我们的2025
A classic game of tennis. Who got banned? KDM apparently got banned. I don't know. Did I miss it? Did someone say why? I presume it was from the game, would be my guess.
杭州线下见。
是的，大家一定要看清楚时间哦，4月2日12点。
Overwatch ban?
对的，中
Okay.
午12点开票。我们的比赛时间是4月18日到4月20日，在我们的中国杭州电竞中心。
Tickets open on the 2nd? Oh, is this what we're looking at now? Oh, that's soon.
上一次线下让我
When's the 2nd? Tuesday?
上海龙主场应该是。
对的。
Wednesday.
感觉
2022年，
那个还是很久了。其实因为我们说实话
，All right. Everyone get their wallets up already then.
线下其实不多，所以上一次的记忆确实是非常。
你好。
而且我觉得每一次，不管是我们在线下观赛也好，还是说在现场的一个比赛也好。
I should mention SRP check likely would have won Arias because they made a drafting mistake, chose Colosseo, then begged Cloudy to let them switch, and Cloudy caved to the guilt trip, and then they lost Icon Bolt. The draft gap will do that to you.
线下赛了，当时赛场几乎就是所有的氛围、所有的激情都被观众朋友们点燃。因为
sorry, someone else asked question. Do you think once again? Yeah, I imagine once again scrim all the top teams. Sans. I think what will happen for the Korea boot camp, because Soup Cup's going on as well. I think most of the Korean teams, maybe the exception of Zeta, will be playing, and then you'll have all the top Korean teams, including Crazy Raccoon and Falcons, probably alongside Way and T1 and all that. You'll have once again, you'll have whoever the second seed from China is potentially as well, and then obviously you'll have Nightmare, SSG, OWCS, and Virtus Pro, all also at a Korea boot camp at the same time. So it'll be a scrim bubble, but it will involve all the teams. So I think by the time we get to the LAN itself in Hangzhou, we should have a pretty good idea of what the meta is. Though when I say what the meta is, I'm kind of also expecting the meta to be whatever's good on a map is good on a map type thing. I think we're going to see a reasonable amount of options available. AQ will boot camp on China. They're doing both, I think. Last time I spoke to them, they're going to Korea, and then they go into China a bit sooner than all the other teams.
那现在的话呢，来到害灾这个位置上，其实发挥是非常亮眼的。是的，而且
Assuming Rocken once again win in China and go time, who are you rooting for? No real attachment to no real attachment to the Chinese teams really. I mean, aside for good Overwatch. So I think once again will be the most interesting. they're the most likely to cause an upset, right? They have a genuine unique comp that is likely to be viable in the meta, and that they can sort of go toe-to-toe with everyone on. Especially bear in mind, as much as Falcons keep winning Gibraltar inexplicably, it should be a bit weaker than they once were. We started, we're just getting rosters and map picks and stuff, so we are approaching it soon.
那在英雄禁用上就会可能会，因为第一张图反正是 OA 去进行这个英雄禁用嘛，所以如果说你在
exclamation mark Malgarant. I think we hit a cheeky Malgarant in Uncoachable as well.
可能还会拿一手
Alright, big things to note here, obviously. EHC once again play, which is going to be pretty cool. Brendan Fraser's going to find time in his busy schedule to go up against once again. And maybe worth noting as well, Little Sheep's tank player isn't a tank player by trade. Their tank was poached by Team XX. So, Jaya has come in. I think if I remember correctly, Jaya played almost exclusively Hazard last time around. Did okay. But now you've got to play against once again. So if you're going to get tested, this will be the test. Wait, who are we talking about? Who got poached? What was it? Yefang, if I remember right. The fat sheep, it means, I believe, in Chinese. The fat sheep was taken from the little sheep. No longer little. You know what they say? Once the little sheep gets big, the big sheep leads the little sheep. I think that's an old proverb. Alright. Crack straight into it then, shall we? Li Zhang Tower. Yeah, let's get our clarity right on this one. Fei Yang, thank you. Oh, alright, so Jaya, step in.
展示一手，而且其实这边 Leadership 他们的辅助位 Kim 这名选手，他是有一个非常强的去绕侧翼的。
Alright, let's lock in once again. Rolling out here. Happy to play Hazard. Jaya's actually going to start on the Junker Queen. No surprise that the player who's not really a tank player by trade is happy to play the tank characters. A little bit closer to DPS. Early space here for once again. Control of the choke. They've got Ana nades as well, remember. Monk's going to try and find an opening for nose. Push back a little bit. Flashbang lands onto Alfari. Will be forced back, but it's Jaya who dies in all of that. They try and push forward. But Gushwei, he has the counter wall, so as soon as they start pushing in, that wall goes up behind Jaya. Ability to land the Suzu, to land anything else. Gets a little bit trickier. Once again, with the punish, they're going to win this first fight. Monk with a late kill or an early kill. At what point does it become late? At what point does it become early? Onto the whale himself. Reset out the choke. Monk nearly has a nano for this next fight. Might just sling that one Gushwei's way for this next engage. They're marking Alfari on the flank as well. He's going to be forced well out of there. Camping the choke. Not giving him any space. The wall here is very good for Gushwei. If he gets that separation, he's going to feel pretty great about it. Doesn't catch anyone with that wall, actually, but Whale's going to die in the rotation anyway. The nade was out. The nano onto Shy. They managed to kill the Ana, but the nano is... The Nano's going to clean everything out. Alfari actually takes two with him as well. He's actually killed the backline. Alfari has been a bit of a star in this Little Sheep team so far. Him and Whale have really been the heavy lifters on this Little Sheep team. The two trades will allow them to walk through the choke a little bit more easily. They can use the hiding to start forcing the point, but they're going to be very wary of this beat timing coming back in at them. Mew has that beat advantage over DMs. I put him in a very tricky situation. Dash out, forced by leave. Mew has the beat. They're just buying time. They've suckered them in a little bit now. Jai's down to half HP. Kitsune rush high noon thrown out. Mew will drop the beat back. DMs is only 4% away. Chance to send it back. Has the beat advantage now. They're still trying to force the objective. Downpour comes out. Doesn't look like it finds anything. The beat now from DMs comes through. Overwhelms the backline. They take care of two, but Lever's pulled the blade. He's found two already. Knife into him. Pulled back in. Knife mighty number sword and all that. And Jaya will be able to clean all of this one up. And Little Sheep win their first fight of the day. Take the point back on control center against once again.
对，对面双辅轮流交大，然后交了卡西迪大招，这没法打。
是的，点位来到80%。
Rampage, Blade ready to go as well. No ults to speak of for once again.
没有带物子嘛
Chance to chain together maybe a couple of fights. If I'm Little Sheep now, I'm thinking about efficiency. Downpour comes out. He's going to die immediately, as is Monk. And we're looking kind of efficient. Jaya has died. Little Sheep have had trouble in their previous series with overextending after a fight win. Losing their tank is going to suffer, cause a little bit of suffering here. They're going to have to hold the point instead of holding close. But they still have the Blade now to match up versus his Nano. Last Nano was a defensive one used onto Shy. Multiple options here. Leaf coming through the white room like now goes right past the Junker Queen. Nano comes out with a Blade onto the backline. Nowhere for Monk to go. They have been split. Leaf's going to try and respond to that. Does get one kill. Wants to keep pushing. Leaf's going to get all the kills with the Nano. Eyes on the Lucio too. Eyes off the Lucio, but the Lucio's off the map. Mew will claim that boot kill. Back in control of the point. They flipped it quite early in that desperate touch situation now. Going to have to push into Shy's High Noon. Shy will be back a little bit late, so once again might just be forced to hold on the point as a result of this, as we get this High Noon versus High Noon situation. If Kim can get to this Kitsune rush, that's the power swing in favour of Little Sheep in this fight. But they need to buy time for that. They need to keep this touch going. Alfari is onto the Tracer to try and buy some of that time. Shy's going to be forced to D-peek. No boots, no nothing. Shy has High Noon back. They want to swing on High Noon. They're going to peek into him, but Whale doesn't land the shot. Now coming back, and Whale is punished for that walk-up, trying to find value. Oh, Tracer in the back, but Shy's got that one under wraps. Kitsune Rush comes out now, but it's too little too late. And once again, we'll be taking the first round. A little bit of resistance here from Little Sheep. Couple, again, overextends.
卡西迪补丁的加强，对于晒来讲也是一个非常不错的选择。
没错，在扫掉了朱诺之后，我们看到刘诗伟这边拿出了之前Eco的那套后排的组合。从结果上来看呢，还是
a little bit of resistance, but again, overextending problems, right? Win the fight, but trade your tank, not worth it. Happened to Jaya both on Hazard, Zarya yesterday. Once again, they're such a good team. They're so strong compared to the rest of the region. You can't afford to give them anything. Now we're going to move over. It's going to be a TP out of spawn from Alfari, TP out of spawn from Shy. Expect this to be a Cass and Genji swap afterwards as well. And we'll go into a very similar looking mirror again. Monk trying to play the Ana. Can be tricky on Garden here to get Monk meaningful space. He is on the bridge right now, but this means his ability to get zoned at the back of that bridge could be brutal. Nade captures Whale and Jaya early. But now, here we go. Look at that. Ana has been zoned, but they are all over him. Kim's going to TP in, dies for that to try and save Jaya. And they were all over that Hazard like a bad smell. Once again, we'll win the fight. You saw kind of the idea there from Little Sheep. I think the idea, exploit the fact that the Ana is a bit more vulnerable, and then zone them off, scare them away, take the rest of the fight. I think Jaya just needed to do it in a less all-in way. As soon as he went that deep, Kim is forced to TP Suzu, and that's going to be a death sentence for Kim. Goosewade's going to be battling out at the choke against Jaya here. They're trying to force the point at the same time. They're going to climb over, try and get involved in a bit of that side fight. Disrupt a shot out from Shy. Nade onto Whale. Easy kill for Shy out of the sky there. Now pressure onto the front line. They've still got this Lucio Genji threatening point, but it looks like once again on control of both sides of the map right now. Going to be a reset. Shy can't find any exit kills. But they'll go back to the choke. Now they have the Nano for this next one. Little Sheep attempting the retake again, focusing on this side fight. They're actually all rotating, so it's not even a side fight. They're just all going to come through White Room this time. Take it head to head. Really need this Kitsune rush before they can take this head to head fight, but we're going to waste no time. Gooseway in with the Nano, deletes Whale, now turns his attention onto everyone trying to dive his Ana. They've lost Shy, but that might be all they lose. Point 4 still coming through from Kim here. We'll be forced to TP out if they can, but I think there's no target, so we'll just die on point. Back-to-back fight wins for once again. Slight ult advantage as well. And this time, Little Sheep, they can maybe make the same play, do the same Kitsune rush. Force objective this time with it. The problem is, once again, the downpour, the beat, these are good ults to respond with. Really need more ults here, Little Sheep. They need to get to their next wave. Wall out the choke, making it difficult. Downpour comes out as well. Suzu is used. I think some people are caught up. Beat comes through. Mew's going to hit a later beat now. Catches everyone as well. Jaya is in deep. They are all turning onto Jaya. Once again, so keen to punish this Hazard if they think he's overstepped. Overclock now through. Lots of damage, but no kills for Shy. DMs are stuck on point, though. They try and reach out to make a bit of space. Nearly Blade, nearly Downpour here for Little Sheep, but they need these ults desperately. Kim is going to fall, no supports. Alfari finds one. Alfari's going to have to try and do it all. Coming in onto Gushway. Whale finds a kill. Hazard's actually quite low here. Alfari will get that kill as well, but he's got so much more to do. Shy is there, Monk is there. It's a 1v2. He's naded, 50 HP. Shy will get the kill. DMs is back just to die one more time. And once again, should be finishing this, but wait, it is Lijiang Guard and they flooded back onto point. Whale will dive, and Downpour kills Monk actually. Shy hit on the coast, still has full rail, uncontested, leaves Blade. Should now actually be the real finisher. No more touch, once again win map number 1.
感觉还是赢的比较轻松的。
OA 这边的思路非常明确，他们之前打毛家那套双场体系的时候，也是先吃对面的前排。那今天来到了这样一套体系之后，我们可以看到刚孤血很多的时候就是去打对面加亚这个位置。那加亚的害灾其实有吃到来自队友的
Whale spoilers，
不过卢笑加物子确实不太好奶，因为当物子领到那一波爆发奶量结束之后，确实不太好再去抬起来。
是的
，nice and easy for once again。
是选择了一套卢笑安娜。
对，
其实其他队伍能拿这套比较少，因为卢笑这个英雄如果是带安娜。
What do you think's happening to Toilet? I mean, my best guess is he wanted to leave, which is why this move has happened. A, so late in terms of teams making moves and figuring out their rosters for stage 2. But and that's also why he's looking for team, right? Because if you want to leave, if you're Violet and you want to leave a team like Zeta Division, you're fucking Violet. You don't need to post publicly. I feel like half the time you should be able to find the team you want to go to. But the fact that it's happened so late in the day, or so late in I guess the off season that started for all the eliminated teams at least. Is it late? It is comparatively. Like most teams who haven't made Hangzhou are already either signed players or are like pretty deep into negotiations with players. So respectively, it's pretty late. Obviously, for Violet, he's such a quality player that he can probably get away with it, right? Like people will change their plans to accommodate Violet if they think they can get him.
全年的3场全球线下赛事中展开竞逐。作为守望先锋全球赛事体系的重要组成部分，2025 OWCS 国服赛区全年分为3个阶段，总奖金池高达210万人民币，并通过各阶段的激烈角逐，为全球3场顶级线下赛事输送名额。
Yeah, but part of what makes it such I guess an interesting topic as well is which team wouldn't want him. There's probably only 2 teams in the world who wouldn't entertain the idea.
排名靠前的战队将获得常规赛资格。 而在3月27日到4月6日，我们就将正式迎来国服赛区的首个阶段。
Would T1 pick him up and fuck off Vigilante? No, I think they just pick both. There's an option they pick both up, right? And then their backline is Vigilante Violet. And then we get a new generation Brotherhood. Nothing official yet, Pro Tour. Why wouldn't T1 pay him enough? Fuck Skewed, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, but this is like Violet is the sort of player. I think nobody would have been surprised to see Violet stay on or see Skewed stay on that T1 roster. Really? I thought he had an okay stage. But Violet's a different caliber. How do you think once again compared to Korean and NA teams? I think they're easily in the same pool of strength as like all the top, but the EMEA and North American teams go into the Hangzhou LAN. But I feel what they have, which a lot of the EMEA and North American teams don't have, is they have a comp where they're genuinely world class at it. So, you know, can they compete with the Korean teams on dive? Yes. Is it enough to win a series? Maybe not. But once they come up against the EMEA, maybe particularly the EMEA teams, and also the North American teams, the fact that they can just have this big comp advantage on a bunch of the maps, they can force dive in all of these situations, I think it's the sort of thing that can really put the EMEA and North American teams in a very, very tricky situation against them. Can we get a different pred? Yeah, let's do like a full hold or a full cap pred, or wait and see the map time. So you could match one dive. Luckily, they were saved from that situation. An audible sigh of relief from the once again facility when they saw TU didn't qualify. Once again, a Crazy Raccoon on Gibraltar. Who wins? I mean, it should have. It should. I feel like it should be Crazy Raccoon. Maybe not, actually. I think Once Again could win. The problem for Once Again against the Korean teams is they're only competitive on some of the maps or some of the compositional matchups. The good news for Once Again, though, is the Korean teams can't resist a dive mirror. They just can't resist it, you know? So I think they could really just sucker them into it for five maps.
先看一下人员的变化，如果没有换人的话，还是孤血。那如果激进一点，拜文斯顿。如果说稍微的再保险一点的话，可以选择去从后排线上去做文章，比如说去限制一下 Monk。对，我觉得是可以去办 Monk 的一手安娜的，因为如果你从 T 位上去限制的话，你去搬掉 Winston。
Is Leave even that good on Tracer? No, but I think for Winston, like I think Gooseway's like what's the correct adjective there? I was gonna say substantially, but that's too much. But Gooseway's definitely a better Winston than Jumpin.
加亚的话，我们知道他的害灾的能力是非常出色的，但是在刚刚那场地段中，确实因为阵容的问题。 就像我们之前说到的，在拉扯过程当中吃不到太多的一个资源，然后尤其对面还是一套以直接结果前
And I think really,
这样打法，所以他打得非常的难。
Really, the biggest factors in these dive mirrors is the Anna and the Winston. I mean, obviously we have seen examples saying Falcons v Crazy Raccoon, where other parts of the comp can change it as well, but I feel really the Winston and the Anna are like the key parts. Don't understand a single thing that's presented on screen. Yeah, I think the quality is really good. Considering this is just, again, like the comparison here is we're just regular season, right? They've got a studio, got a desk, couch, everything looks the part. All the stuff between games is really good. And we're a lot of just watching like the lore videos and stuff, but it seems nice enough. But everything's been clean, efficient. It's all just worked right. So really impressed. Everything I hear, unfortunately I don't know any specifics, but everything I hear is actually there's loads of cool stuff coming for this first event in China. So I think honestly, my expectations have been raised. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for this LAN a lot. I think it's going to be really quite special.
那另外还有一个点我注意到是 DMS 的话，对 DMS。
Wait, Violet is looking for team? Yes. If you want to sign Violet, now is the time. Should we pull together some money? Should we start? If I put a hat in the middle, should we see if we can get him?
这个leadership 的后排空间，就是卢西奥他很难去带领队友进行一个冲阵，而且Team 是喜欢绕后，我们刚刚说到了。
Am I going? I'm not going. No. I'll be co-streaming the whole thing from here.
往往就会造成一个买一送一的局面。
而且我们要提到一下大招效率，尤其是刚刚那张图。
Is Shy actually good? Yeah, on hit scan. I think he's got like the same problem a lot of the hit scans players have is if you can get him, onto flex DPS or something, he loses a lot of that power, but on hit scan, he's definitely still got it. There's all these caveats, right? Because they've been away from the game for a long time. How quickly can they catch up? Blah 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 blah. Also, a lot of the teams they're beating here, we're watching it now, right? Once again, look good for it. Everything looks easy. Everything looks comfortable. They're winning every fight by a margin. But they're kind of just beating up on weaker teams, so it's not a true test of strength. So there's going to be questions to answer for Once Again and whichever team takes the second China seed. But there's more reasons to I think there's more reasons to be hopeful for Once Again than there are not.
高台图来说，小锤那这套后排组合就不会存在，更多的还是要打一个肉搏。
对的，而且因为 leadership 自己也会更加偏向于去打一套双枪辅，比如说去打一手朱诺以及乌子。
If I got a chance to build a team around Violet, I mean it won't be a new team because you can't have a new team in this current system because you have to go through Faceit League and stuff, you know. I guess the only way would be for like an org to take a non-sponsored team and then replace some of the players or something. But I feel like that's pretty unlikely.
先要看一下禁用，
看一下，对，先看一下禁用。其实我觉得相较于去对坦克位去进行，
Does China have a map pool? Yeah, their map pool. this OWCS, like the regular season that we're watching right now, the group stage of the playoffs, has the exact same map pool as North America and EMEA regular season did. And then they've released the map pool for the Hangzhou LAN as well, which is different than this current map pool we're working with. I can't remember all the maps off the top of my head, but it's like, is it Ilios, Lijiang, Nepal? Someone will have the link. But, or Preds. Yeah, let's do, will there be a full hold? I can do it. Will there be a full hold? Yes. Oh. Timer. Oh. Oh, actually, you don't have long. It's just kicking off. So get your Preds in fast. If they ran back Overwatch World Cup, would you have the opportunity to run it back with Chris? If you did, would you take the opportunity? Yeah, I think what would happen is, if there was the Overwatch World Cup, what we do is normally there's a general manager, there's a coach, and there's a media person. What we do is we exploit the system immediately. I go as the media person, Chris goes as the coach, and then we just have 2 coaches for free. System exploited.
这个阵容叫双加速、双减速。加速的话，一个是朱诺的这个超能文环玉，然后另外一个就是这个拉玛刹这边自己变身之后的加速。那减速的话，一个是。
What's your role? Why not one BGM? We just get Tasmo or something to BGM again. Because Tasmo's good at it and he's super sound. Did they do it on the first Paris Eternal? Yes, I believe they called this one 9K Theory. Alright, we're kicking off once again. And it says Zen, they're using, Kasari is in, they're using a Zen Mercy to try and break the hold here. It's going to be a defensive start from once again, who are on Ram. Worth noting, Liga has come in. Playing that Remacha for him here. This is obviously, we talked about some of the situations that once again might struggle with once they play the bigger teams. Obviously, Liga just give them an alternative option. But Alfari's actually found the opening pick, and any pick will get the job done. Sigma even just about survives. The Pharah Mercy helping them crack open this first point. We'll see if the Mercy sticks. But now they've got a bit of space, a bit of time to work with. Like, keeping the Zen Mercy? I mean, you're playing against once again. If there's a time to try something crazy, it probably is now. So it's going to be a Pharah Mercy. Only very limited healing for Jaya in all of this. Alfari, he's caught in the open a little bit here. Awkward position for him. He's going to get over to this left-hand side of the map now, but you can look at Leave back on the Sombra. He is all over that Pharah, trying to catch him. Shield goes that way to try and save Alfari's life, and they have kept Alfari alive, who's now got behind them here, and once again are in a bit of a pickle. They're struggling to deal with this Pharah. Hat comes through onto Alfari, but he's got this angle behind them that he can just lay his spam down. Once again, I'm going to try and rotate forward away from this Pharah angle. But they're stuck in a bit of a pickle. Rock goes out and goes wide. Form timing now from Liga off the back of that. Lots of pressure, and again, we talked about limited healing. The Valkyries is even going to be enough. Can they get a res going? They're going to get the res going. Gyra's right back in it. But Liga, he has the Annihilation ready to go. He can keep pushing if he really wants, and he really wants to keep pushing. The healing is just simply enough to, not enough to even give him a chance. Liga's going to clean everything up with that Annihilation. And the Zen Mercy. The experiment seems like it's falling. Falling? Failing. Grouping back up. Monk's going to have Wraith in his next fight. Transcendence to respond with from Kim. Looks like I think that's Leave on the opposite side right now. They're going to try and swing. Overclock to try and turn the corner. Ray comes out and responds. Transcendence responds. The lamp helps as well. Mirage now from Alfari in the sky. Gets nothing. Leave shuts him down. The Flux comes through. Doesn't catch a whole lot of anything. Jaya's going to fall at the back. Domination from once again. Won't even let Jaya get back into spawn. No mercy. And once again, have EMP for this next fight. That was all the ults invested there for Little Sheep that they had as well. The closest they are is this window. But an EMP push, a B push, it is looking like curtains for the Little Sheep. Hack catches Alfari inside. Will be able to get to that deflect and dash, get himself out of there. Zen back versus an EMP. Tricky. Need a perfect lamp from Kasari, but he also doesn't have lamp, so he's actually just screwed. Lever's already killed Whale. Doesn't even need to invest for EMP at the end here. Kim's found a trade. Swinging around the corner, Leap wants to keep going, beat from Mew so they can keep pushing. Eyes on the backline right now. Kim is getting full pocket actually. Leap is struggling a little bit here, but they're getting kills on the other side of it. Hack and Virus off through onto Whale. Once again, poking their heads at the door. And now they have EMP for this final fight. Kasari has the window, but what can a window do against the EMP? They can use it to swing the corner. Maybe their best option is to try and bait the EMP with it. Use the window quite far forward, see if you can trick Leave into maybe only hitting that and the Ram that Giant's now swapped onto. Here is the EMP. Catches 2 of them. The window comes out. Good positioning from Kasari, but the window is not enough to save him anyway. 1 trade, not too bad, but time is a tremendous issue right now. Late kill onto the Baptiste should be converted by Leave. Who's touching? Doomfist swap to try and touch, gets hacked on the way in, can't touch. 60 meters, 30 centimeters. Alright. I guess I'm cashing the Preds then. Wouldn't it be a full hold? Yes. Yes, with conviction.
被团灭之后，后续的话反场也非常的快，他们直接是双加速返场。
对的，占据一个 4点地利，那个时候其实拿天使是可以去接受的。
对，
但是他们破了门之后没有去混阵，我觉得这个很难。而且
I've just seen the DM.
哥啊，选的是一手拉玛刹，他的吞噬漩涡其实
just seen the DM.
也能很好的限制天使的一个走位。
没办法，正面给的压力太大了。
是的。
Why are we talking about how handsome Malgar is? A big, muscular mountain of a Polynesian might? Hey, Conan. What the fuck is the Mercy Sig? I mean, it didn't work. But I can, you know, you're playing against once again. Let's get a bit wacky. Let's get a bit wacky. Why not? Maybe it's not. I mean, it obviously turned out not to be a good solution. But if you guys have a solution to beat once again, please let one of these Chinese teams know, because they've had this problem for a while. So you know Zen is the solution. Okay, well at least there's going to be a bit more healing for their Sigma in all of this, so they have a chance. If they can keep this Ram at arm's length, if the Ram can ever get all over the Sigma, you can really see Jaya get bullied, which is kind of what we saw on the defense. But if you keep this Ram at arm's length, save your rock for the form timings, the Discord can make Liga have a pretty difficult time. And the Discord will help a lot with that. Kart's going to move to his first corner, and this is where Little Sheep will make their stand. 3.5 minutes to hold. Can't afford to lose a fight. Can't afford to get traded that much. Full rail for Shy. Rock comes through onto Liga's form. There's the cooldown trade they want. Hack through onto Jaya, but he is okay. Now coming through, he's actually killed Shy as well. Leave. Needs to be careful for trades. Any trade will be brutal. Rendon Fraser falls. 4v4 situation. Liga's still getting bullied a little bit at the back here, but he's going to stabilize. Now has his slow and his form timing. Drops that form. Looking for the Genji. Misses that with the slow-vo. Still trying to swing on. But they have a chance. Leaves actually on the right-hand side, but Giant's going to kill that one as well. Alright, bit of stabilization, just what they need. Looking for more of these stagger kills. Alfari has gone so deep. He's playing slow to get his cooldowns back. He wants to dash out if he can, but he can't. Mistake from Alfari has opened the door again. They're flooding forward now. Form has been forced. Bash into it. They need so much help. Rock is going to be blocked there. And they've just C9'd. Oh, they were getting so close to their ultimates. They've just C9'd. That's a sad transcendence at the end. It was starting to build a little bit. The faint traces of hope and belief started to build. And then we just C9. Oh, they had so many ults. They had so many ults. They were so close to Flux. Transcendence was just fair. They're gonna have Ray. The fight was pretty winnable. Fight's never winnable if you don't stand on point, though.
这个3个技能啊，几乎都可以去做一手自保的，但不过这个战术可能执行的不太完美，双 C 还被压制的还是太过于厉害的。
而且我说实话，其实Leadership这边选择到了哈瓦那这张地图，哈瓦那的话在后半段的地图当中，其实高台优势蛮明显的，但是在第一段之前，其实高台
yeah, Mew is just Yveltal / Xerneas, the latest reincarnation.
踩到有高台位置的机会，直接是堵在正面的这个长直道上去做击杀。
而且自己家的班选啊，Leadership是搬掉了 Diva 的。
对
啊，那 其实我感觉他们好像似乎真的想要打那套双飞，那样一套天使加上法老之音。
Trim on that guy on the right, valid.
造成机下还是有一点点少了。
主要的目的是限制林哥这边那个低瓦，然后不去打阵地坦的拉玛刹或者是这个。
You have to go mingle with him, Max.
法老之音加天使去打。
You can get your haircut together.
看还是不太理想。
没错，那我们来看一下精彩回放。
Did I tell you, Max? My mate is my mate. Maybe you might know Coleman a little bit from like chat. You'll meet him. You'll meet him later this year. He's going to Australia for the rugby, and he's very much considering. He's got the tash already. He's got the mustache, but I think he's very much considering adding a mullet to fit the vibe.
我永远不会忘记那段日子，那时太阳和世界都很明亮。太阳能满足了我们的所有需求，但只有少数人才能把太阳之力融入自己体内。
Get the sideshow cut.
他们便是印地勇
士。Which one? The pre-bold or the post-bold? The post-bold, I'm all over that. The pre-bold, you need a very specific type of hair to have the pre-bold sideshow cut. If you've not got shoulder-length curly hair, you can't force it.
大家总说我将来也能成为一名勇士。
I remember when Sideshow shaved his eyebrows. He was so worried they wouldn't grow back. Because he shaved his eyebrows for whatever it was, like a sub goal or a donation goal for some charity thing or something like this. And then he was Googling afterwards about what can happen. He was like, sometimes if you shave your eyebrows, they just never grow back. So he went through a period of paranoia where he was just worried he would never have eyebrows again for all of his life. They came back though. They came back though. It was a dumb bet. Yeah, you're right. I tried to give benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was for Che.
我永远不会忘记那段日子。没人知道我的力量有多可怕。
Yeah, uncoachable out shortly after the stream. I think I just have to do a couple of the YouTube admin bits and then we should be ready to launch. I think YouTube has very even kindly allowed us to monetize this one, which is nice of them. Some sub go and he hit it in like an hour. Fuck. Yeah, I think I did one. What was it? It was, I think it was a fundraiser to get one of the American teams to LAN maybe. And I agreed to shave my beard if we reached a certain sub goal. And unfortunately at the time, I say unfortunately at the time, I mean we got the money. But at the time I was casting with Bren and fuck me. Fuck me, can Bren handle his pans? So that, the target we set, immediately, as soon as Bren started going hard, I was like, my fucking god, I should have picked a bigger number here. I should have picked a bigger number. Because he is getting this money through the door at a record rate. Who's a better panhandler, me or Bren? Bren's good for it. Or if I had to pick, I would go with you, Max. Because Bren had the advantage. Bren had the advantage of... It was like for a noble cause of like, hey, we should do this. We should get one of the American teams to LAN. It'll be it'll improve the quality of event. We'll get to see all this great TF2, etc. So he had a good cause to back him up. You on the other hand, you can just handle any pan, any reason, no problem. And I think that's a deeper skill.
哪怕是上了离歌，或者是之前上孤血的时候，其实他们不管是在什么坦克位置用上
，King of a Pan，
比较一致的，就是吃你前排。
对的，我觉得
A man of many crowns, King of a Swamp, King of a Pan。
你看第一张地图，那完全就是展现这个安娜加上鲁西奥这一套双辅的长期火。然后第二张地图呢
，Is this kind of euphemism? Yes, it's a panhandling joke.
但是双加速把这个拉出。
哎，没错。那我觉得第三张地图的话，要看一下。
Now let me show you what to see his second LAN. Honestly, I don't know if they need a fundraiser, Max. I don't know. My impression was no fundraiser required. I thought we were the charity case in that situation.
阿布瑞塔来了之后，双自由人以及很多的一个附体都可以。
Hunter can work anything he can get his hands on with that mastery.
第一场啊，算是
True.
这个赛区有 BP 的第一场比赛，也是能够把自己的之前的一个短板给补足。
没错，我们之前说 OA 的一个位线是排列组合嘛，怎么搭都可以百搭。
What's that? I mean, what's it called where is it like it's like somebody's law where the law is the best way to get the correct answer in the internet is to provide wrong information and then people will quickly correct it. So I think it's the same kind of principle. That if you just come out with a take that's just plainly like just factually incorrect and there's an unfortunate overwhelming amount of evidence against your point, then what happens is you say something like that, and then everyone comes in to correct you because there's the opportunity to be correct, to be truthful, to speak the truth, just overwhelms any other part of the situation. I thought if Murphy's Law, which one's Murphy's Law? If something can go wrong, it will go wrong. Fearless never played Winston. I've heard that. You know what? I've actually heard a lot of people are missing. I don't know if anyone else is. Is anyone else missing Fearless's Winston lately?
而且他们在这个进攻的时候拿了巴蒂斯特，巴蒂斯特他其实在6v6时代来讲还是很猛的一个，因为他本身就是一个群奶，在这个游戏当中其实能够单排住一个人血线。
I shouldn't laugh. That's actually. Your uncle taught you Murphy's Law to explain for why he wasn't happy with life. Fuck. In reality, it's Cunningham's Law. The Murphy's Law was the... the Murphy's Law was the play to enact Cunningham's Law. Yeah. That's a scolding hot take, X. I mean, look, I'm just the guy who's willing to get on camera and say the things that all of us are thinking but are too scared to say out loud. And I miss Fearless's Winston. Wouldn't it be nice if some of the best players from Overwatch is history still played Overwatch, right? I know a lot of people will disagree. A lot of people will tell me to shut up, but I won't shut up. I like the good players, okay? Does anyone? You know what, Max? I'm glad you said that as well, because I too I miss the World Cup.
This fearless guy was pretty decent at Winston.
Thanks, Dylan. You know what? I'm glad. This is what I hope. When I took the brave stand to stand up for my beliefs of missing Fearless, what I hoped is this would inspire other people to take such stands. So Hunter coming forward, talking about how he misses the World Cup. Dylan coming forward and talking about how he actually thinks that Fearless is a good Winston player. Really, really appreciate this. Yeah, I can do the preds. Will there be a full push? Yes. No. 10 minutes on the clock. Go to Esperanza. Zarya is banned by once again Little Sheep have banned Viana. This is the last game of the day, yeah.
我想想看啊，高台图没有安娜，他们会不会还是去打一个提速的跳？我觉得温斯顿其实也有可能。其实带中。Does
anyone know when later today being put after the stream?
高台直接每波都去打前压，打得凶一点。
是的，类似的话，比如说。
Can you cast my quick play after this? I mean, what kind of compensation is available for such an opportunity? Just you jabber on that one, unfortunately. Do I not like it when... I'm happy when the competitive Overwatch subreddit talks about Overwatch. I just can't stand people who just have to bait their post for engagement. If you're baiting your post for engagement, just shows you like the engagement more than the actual conversation. I'm here for good, honest conversation. They actually responded today, clarifying there would be no compensation. But if there's one thing I like doing for free, it's my job. Alright. Lots of dopamine addicts here. They want that validation. And now, Little Sheep will be hoping for a little bit of validation of their own. They're going to be in this Hazard Mirror again. Shy's opted for the Sojin instead of the Cass here. Alfari's been locked in this room with Leave, and he will not be escaping with his life. Early pick there. Alfari, he's been a playmaker for Little Sheep so far in these qualifiers, but he's getting punished a lot more for his aggressive moves against once again. Maybe not too many surprises there. They're hunting for a few late kills as well. Leave has his Brig in his sights. Mew will get the job done. Shy will get the job done. Just everyone is getting the job done right now. There's no work left in this lobby after once again have finished it off. Now the next fight will be for checkpoint. No real ults to speak of. Kasari's going to make their way onto the Kiriko here. Interesting to see once again play a Juno Lucio version with this, which feels like it might be a little bit greedier in some of these situations. Not seen a Lucio Juno backline since much earlier in stage 1. Now holding onto the high ground, keeping that robot moving forward, full rail for Shy. Keeping it charged up. Gushwei's found Brendan Fraser on the point. They've got a little bit of space, but look at Jaya. He's walled himself, but he might have walled himself into more danger. He's trying to come out top. He's actually killed Monk on the way out as well. He's killed Shy. He's not getting out. He's getting in. He's got 2 kills, and all of a sudden it's playable. But Juno is the next target. Kim in big trouble. Leave will finish that one. Jaya's still lurking around, though. Lower HP as Mew's going to pile on top of him. But here comes Alfari. He gets 1, he gets 2. It's a Hazard versus a Genji. 350 HP right now. But Brendan Fraser's back. First to die, first back in the fight. And Little Sheep are going to scrap their way out of that one. Before, once again, had like a bit of an ult advantage coming up, but the fight all happens before they get those ults online. And now, there's a chance. Retake now for once again, Beat Blade an option here. No great defensive ults for Little Sheep to really deal with this one. Downpour would maybe be their best hope, but tricky to consistently land these downpours. Now coming in, the Blade comes through, deflect onto that downpour so it doesn't get hit. We'll take care of a Sojin with this one as well. Clean Blade from Leave. They beat Blade back in. They'll win the fight. Not too unhappy with the economical implications of that fight, though. You trade a downpour for a beat Blade. Gives you a bit of a better chance in these next fights, because the next fight is going to be a Ray trade. But Alfari, he has the Blade to combo with that. So as long as they can avoid Gushwei's downpour, should be their fight to win here, Little Sheep. Shy might just start this one with Overclock before we get to the Ray trade here. Fighting on the side here. Looks like Jaya is trying to help Alfari clear out this side of the map. Give space for his own Genji. See if they can set up this Blade value. But here comes the Overclock push first. Ray in response. Monk is not going to use it back. Shy gets deleted. Kim dies for it. Alfari now uses the Blade. Deflects out onto that downpour. Sends it straight back at him. Doesn't catch anyone. But it slows down the Ray value they can get. Alfari only gets 1 out of that. Main source of healing is gone right now. They come back through. TP away from Kasari. Kitsune Rush comes through as well. Dies just after it, though. They're all so low. Alfari and Brendan Fraser, they've DP'd. But the Juno's coming back. Kim is nearly here. And Whale will convert that kill. Need to deal with this Genji behind. Leave has dived in for a trade. Leave will get the trade. There's a few players behind here. And Little Sheep, oh, they've made a meal of this. They've not found enough cleanup kills. Now completely separated. Jaya won't get out. They just turn it into a dogfight once again. They thought they had won that fight. Hunter's given away the money. And Leave is just walking forward. Kills at will right now. Chasing out Alfari as well. Needs to be careful, but I don't think Gushwei can catch him. 100 meters and counting for once again. They nearly have a Beat and Blade combo ready to go. Little Sheep probably want to make this move first with the Overclock. Try and force out a defensive beat. Downpour's going to come through from Jaya. Catches a few of this. Can they find the kills with the help? Brendan Fraser, he's still holding on to the Overclock. They needed more damage on that Downpour. Jaya's actually going to die for this, but here comes the Overclock. He slides into the flank, but he's only good for 1. I don't know if it's enough. The robot's going to keep going forward, and there might be some late deaths here as well. Any trade will be huge for Little Sheep if they can get it, but they're just trying to play their lives. I don't think they can. Where is Kim going? Trying to live. Kasari finds the trade. Now keep Little Sheep in this one just about, and somehow, some way, Kim has ran the gauntlet, given him the loop, and got all the way out. Less than 5 minutes left on the clock now, and Little Sheep have got themselves a lifeline. They're about to have their Ray Blade combo in 25%, but once again, they have their Ray Blade first. Leaf's going to pull the blade all over the cast. Deletes them. Shy connects for shots at the same time. Deflects out from Alphari, but he still takes a slice. And a clean one from Blade there. But Jaya has where a Gyra Monk. They've gone on a little excursion. A bit of one-on-one time between the Hazard and the Juno here. And that trade might actually set Little Sheep up for a recontest here. No Ray in this next flight. Shy has popped an early overclock. Blade comes through. Shy takes him out of the air. Jaya just trade for kill, so he keeps him in it. What a shot from Shy. It won't be enough to turn the fight for him. That late trade from Jaya. Integral for Little Sheep to cling on here. And they'll move the robot back to middle. They'll get to face down another fight. Ray v Ray situation, downpour advantage for Guxue. Wall onto the high ground to Jaya to set himself up to go over here. Considering dropping into something, looking for the slash timing on the Lucio, cashes for damage onto Mew, but no follow-up. Payload is back in the middle area, back where we started. Ray's going to come out from Kim first. Monk is going to match that one. Torpedo's out. Downpour is available from Guxue. Looking for the connect. They kill Brendan Fraser through it. They trade Guxue for it, though, so it's a good trade overall. Now Jaya has the downpour if they need it in this 4v4 situation. But last time they had a bit of an advantage like this, Little Sheep. They struggle to seal the cleanup, and you can see Shy flanking with this rail again, looking for it. Kim in the air, hits the shot, doesn't get the kill. Kim is 1 HP. Alphari tries to respond, does respond. Leaf tried to dive to clean up this kill, but he's getting focused out by both supports. Now Alphari can come deal with that. But Monk's found the kill, the downpour. Mew is going to respond with a beat. He's locked up. He's trying to live. He's trying to get through the window. He can get through the window. Jaya wants to keep tracing, but he needs to be careful. They're all in there right now. Blocks are being traded. Suzu comes through. Still in deep. Kitsune rush from Kasari, trying to put him over the edge. They're struggling to find his cleanup kills, and Jaya's gone also deep, trying to force the frags. Can't find him. Once again, hold on. Guxue dying in that raid trade means he didn't use the downpour and all of that either. Gonna be high noon now versus the downpour. This is where Cass really falls down compared to a lot of the hit scans. For so hard to get the same ult value compared to a lot of the Sojourn or the Ashe. Guxue trying to force some cooldowns, throws the downpour out. Doesn't look like it catches anyone, but it isolates some people, and Shy is going to get 2 immediately off that. Free for Shy. No trades for once again. Oh! I spoke too soon. Jaya's going to get another late trade. 2 minutes on the clock. And Jaya's late trade might have just saved Little Sheep a full cap again. Overclock available for Shy, Blade available from Leave. No ults just yet, but they need to wait for Guxue before they can take this fight once again. Valuable time bought for Little Sheep. Shy wants to flank with the overclock. I don't think they know it's coming. He's going to pop it now. He's looking for it. Guxue goes flying in, takes down Brendan Fraser. Slide in, slide out from Shy. All over him, but he keeps the distance from that Hazard. More damage, and Guxue is just cleaning all of this up for him as well. One final attempt at a trade, but this time Jaya not so fortunate. Can't find that late trade. And this is the fight that's really difficult. Ray Blade to finish for full push here. Little Sheep, they have to rush the touch as well. Guxue's holding close. Downpour out of spawn. Deflect. Catches him up. Will just slash through him. Suzu's coming through. And Leave with a deflected downpour C9. It can happen. It can happen. Full push for once again.
是每个人都有效，而且 OA 没有再去贯彻之前自己一直打的一套思路，就是打对面的前排，选择先是让佳亚去将他放生到自己家的后排，让他
full push your break. Holds on. I mean, it didn't look like it was. I mean, even though we played 8 minutes of that Esperanza and there was kind of some back and forth, but there was a lot more forth than back, really. Little Sheep had to keep sort of defending their spawn, essentially, holding on. He's player of the match. And whenever it's this one-sided, you can basically give it to anyone, right? Shy would be reasonable enough, I think.
所以导致后面在这种高台的长途去对决的时候
got an ace, got a stylish blade jacks on the Genji as well. Can't really argue with the results, can you?
对的，如果是扎利亚对位上一个双飞的话，其实有一点点小头痛，然后可能要被吃后排，但是自己家带的是个拉姆叉，对敌方的单位的一个限制就多了很多很多。
我觉得今天 OA 展现
Can't wait to see once again versus Crazy Raccoon or Falcons. Yeah.
秀肌肉的过程，没错。不管是我去吃你的正面也好
，stolen from Hunter Eric, but I will I will seal that valor.
放了很多次，其实
As soon as he said it the first time, it's just stuck in the head. Good movie as well. Tough watch, but a good movie.
对，导致了 leadership 无论是跳这个。
If you want to feel uncomfortable in your own skin afterwards, go watch The Whale right now.
对你没有太好的。
If you want to feel comfortable in your own skin, Uncoachable is coming out later today, and that might be a bit of an easier watch. Maybe ask less probing questions about yourself in that one. Yeah, I mean, a lot of credit for Jaya. Unfortunately, does seem to be tied into a lot of overextension mistakes in some one fights. But actually, Jaya, considering, if you don't know, Little Sheep's tank went and joined Team XX between last week and this week. So Jaya's not even a tank player. So actually, factor that in. Actually, a pretty reasonable performance. You factor that in, you're playing against once again all of that. Not too shabby.
我说实话，从整个比赛的这个过程看下来，我觉得 OWCS
All right, what time is it? 1 p.m.
没有说太用劲儿，而且今天整个状态还不错吧。
Check my messages.
而且他们在这次比赛之前有补进的，像这个李哥啊这些选手也有登场。其实我觉得这对他。
Afternoon, Icy.
上来看，他们抢一张门票的压力可能没有那么大。
Who did Team XX have tank last week?
这也是一个很好的练兵的机会。
这也是我们刚刚在说，
remember.
就是如果队伍里面同一个位置能有更多的选手的储备，那么对于未来来说，对于未来的赛事的真实来说，肯定也是更有利。好的，那我们也是来看一下这场比赛的精彩回放。
Stop living in the past, Wilder. But it's over. It's over. They're gone. We're only focusing on the present. Have we got anything to give away? Nothing to give away.
比赛的一个压力，对手压力给的不是特别大，所以基本每一个选手的一个表现都非常的有。
San is on the case. Thank you, San.
跟 OA 聊完了，我觉得小杨这里我们也是。
Did they give it to Leave? Sorry, the player of the match. It's probably fair enough as well, really.
他们现在因为换
It was a
位置的这个
dominant.
比较吃亏。虽然假牙的这几个英雄的强度，我觉得还挺不错的。但是你真的要
What might be a big swing for once again as well is it's hard to tell from these games because they're so one-sided. But if Gushwei has a really competitive Hazard on him, then all of a sudden Hazard as a side character, if they ever ban Winston in some of these situations, might start feeling really reasonable for once again. That not only can they take the Winston mirror, but they can also take a Hazard mirror, because if I remember right, Jumbin seemed pretty good at Hazard when we last saw that, but Hambins wasn't all that.
前两张地图针对这边小杨的一个前排进行一个集火打，还是后面一张地图我直接不管你前排，我去扑你的后排。其实
Am I going to Hangzhou? No, not going for the LAN. Yeah, I spoke to SSG about it last night because they said no initially, then they tried to figure it out, but then you can't stream on Twitch in China, which is a pretty fair point. It's a pretty fair point, right? You know, kind of takes away a lot of the value I could maybe provide to the organization if I can't turn the stream on. So yeah, not going, but that's okay. We'll have a big co-stream here instead. We'll get on a lot of the people. Get on a lot of the people who a lot of the people who also didn't make it, who also aren't playing to Hangzhou. So we'll have a good time here, I reckon. Stream on YouTube. I don't know if you're allowed to stream. If I was saying something as well about, I think you need permission to stream, I think, in China as well. Which just it just felt like there was it wasn't just one can of worms. Once you started opening the can of worms, it only led to more cans full of worms. So it was yeah. So I mean, I'm not too upset about it. I'm more than happy. I think, to be honest, as much as obviously there's a big part of me is getting to go to the lands is cool because you get the experience. I get to hang out with a lot of the people I know, a lot of friends. I think the stream itself is worse when I'm at the lands. In the sense that I don't think it's of the same. I'm not as locked in, not the same quality. So I think actually the co-streams when I'm remote is actually the best. What should we call it? Is the best version of the stream.
可观的。我觉得其实
不过也在我们意料之中。
Stockholm seems, yeah, it's like a different kind of experience, really, isn't it? But I think in terms of actual quality of a co-stream, it's like the streams when I'm just at home in my room are better than when I'm like on site. Because the on-siteness is almost the gimmick of it, right? Well, maybe not gimmick, but the fact, you know, you get to meet people, people come on, maybe you have some inside stories from the LAN or something. Same as anything, right? Ups and downs to both, but you love the Stockholm stream. It's also more fun for me, I imagine. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the event, right? Like when I did the Esports World Cup, that event was like, because I was just working every day, 10 hours, and I was in a separate place. Like at Stockholm, the layout was, let me draw a different color. The layout was like stage, crowd, and then co-streamers here, right? Oh wait, can you guys not see my pen? I feel like it's better if you can see the pen. There we go. Yeah. The drawings are better when you can see them as well. That's probably fair. So yeah, so stage at the top, then crowd, and then co-streamers here. At the Esports World Cup, because it was like a whole, it wasn't just one building, it was like 4 or 5 buildings in like a little complex thing. So at the Esports World Cup, there was like the stage building here with where the audience is, blah, 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 blah. And then I was in an exhibition hall up here on the 2nd floor of the booth. So very kindly, some people came and saw me, but I felt a bit disconnected from the action. So then when I'm just streaming the entire games, I end up working, like the way the time zones work, I'd work until like the stream would end, the matches would end at about 2 AM or something, local time. So by the time the last match of the day ends at 2 AM, what have all the other teams done who aren't playing in that final map? Or that final match? They pissed off. You know, so I feel like I didn't really get like a huge amount of a social part of it at Esports World Cup either, really, just because of where the booth was, the timings of everything. Did I meet any fans of Esports World Cup? Like a few. Were you not free during playoffs? No, I was so Esports World Cup, the first 2 days of the group stage, I was on the official broadcast, if you can believe it, on the B stream with Julian. So I was casting, so obviously just long day working there. And then after those 2 days of group stage, I was co-streaming for SSG from the SSG booth, which was the thing we were just talking about layout-wise. So in the end, I kind of just went to Riyadh. I worked for 10 to 12 hours every day, finished at 2 to 3 AM each day, and just went back to the hotel because everyone else had already gone. So didn't get all that much socialization. Like, so the good parts of LAN for me, didn't get a lot of that at the Esports World Cup, even though like even though everyone was there, and there was like all the teams there, I didn't actually get to spend a lot of time with anyone. Maka looking for team just dropped? Oh shit. Oh shit. So yeah, I met a few fans at Esports World Cup, mainly again because I was in like a booth on the 2nd floor. It wasn't really a public area, so I missed. Not only did I miss all the players, I missed a lot of just I guess when the LAN was kind of at its peak in terms of people there and walking around and stuff. So I met a couple of people as I was walking back and through between like the player area and the exhibition hall, but not all that many. Nothing like compared to Stockholm, where we were in the midst of it, you know. Met you in Stockholm? I'm sure I did. Met so many people in Stockholm.
MVP 给到了 Shy
没有助攻，反正我就没有助攻，我就自己能杀就杀了。
杀完了不需要助攻。
对，然后刚刚其实我们也看到晒在最后一张地图的团战里面是拿到了5杀啊。
其实还是有给。
Ade is also looking for team. Yeah, I think Wei were probably, from what I understand about Wei, is they're actually quite happy to play together and play as a team and hopefully get some sort of sponsorship opportunity. But hard to find, I guess. So no surprise to see a team that have performed so well in terms of Stage 1 but aren't contracted are going to start getting picked apart as people try and improve their rosters for Stage 2. Can uncoachable sponsor Way? No. We barely sponsor ourselves. Wait, you don't remember me? Unfortunately not, Trini. To be fair, you should introduce yourself, because I think when people say their names, I will recognize the names. But a lot of that time, what happens when people come up to you in these situations is exactly what you did, Trini, of they'll sort of come up and ask for signature, and then I'm just a monkey signing papers. I remember you, San. Yeah. Because San introduced himself, so I remember San, I remember Arthur. There was one, who's the guest this week? Kufa will be the guest this week. So yeah, like if you say your name and you actually introduce yourself, I think there's actually a way higher chance that I'll actually be able to put the pieces together. There was one as well, right? Do you remember you? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm afraid I do, Panda, yeah. There was a guy who came up to me, right? The guy comes up to me. The guy comes up to me, and he does the normal thing. Hi, big fan, and can I get a photo? Can you sign this? I was like, sure. And then... Oh, wait. What is happening? Yes, so like, there was a bunch of people coming up to me. And then one guy comes up to me and was like, oh, my friend's a little bit shy, but he wants to meet you. Is it okay? And I was like, of course it's okay. Where is he? And he was like, just, like, shyly tucks away. The guy comes up, says that I do the signature, I do the photo, etc. And then the guy who had sort of introduced me to him was like, oh, my friend's shy. Was like, wait, did he not tell you who he was? And I was like, no, he didn't tell me who he was. And he was like, it's Kexio. And I was like, Kexio? I was like, the guy who won the first $500,000 coin flip? He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. So why didn't you tell me who you were? Like, I was buzzing. The first $500,000 coin flip. I was excited. So yeah, if you meet me, introduce yourself. I'll try not to be offended if I don't remember every single name. There's a lot of people here, but it's better for me. I like to name to a face and all that. I was happy to meet Kexio. Guy's burnt himself into the lore here. Did you meet Oren? Yeah, multiple times. Oren was like... Oren was... When I met Oren, I think I met him first. He came up and took his photo with me. No, I think before Oren came up, like the first time he met me and Hunter, and did like the photo, and he had like his quiz head shirt and everything. I was walking past him while he was on the queue to get in or something, and then he shouts at me. Well, not like shouts at me, but like calls out my name. And as soon as he said it and I heard it, I went and said hi. And then I was like, Oren, right? And I was like, yeah. You can just tell sometimes. I was a tall guy in a white Houston shirt. Maybe, actually, yeah. Maybe. Were you wearing the Houston shirt, like, over a hoodie as well? Am I remembering that right? Yeah, I do remember. I do remember Ventrally. All right, I've faced and named it now. Can I release it now so you can download it? You know what, Downtown? Wait, let me do the YouTube admin. I can do it now. Out of just for you. You know, sometimes you just ask. Let me just check. What did our producer say he hadn't done on it? What's he saying? It's ready on YouTube. Let me just check for tags and stuff. I'll press live for you.
开票时间，到时候我们杭州线下要
There's no description as well.
线下见到我们的观众朋友。
上一次还
Nightmare main. Nightmare.
上一次。
是的，虽然我们线下比赛不多。
Oh, I need to upload this to Spotify. I'll do the Spotify a little bit later. Yeah.
那但是有很多其实
What am I
线
saying?
下聚会的这样的一些机会，
We're
线下观赛其实
joined by
都还是
Nightmare, Tank,
踊跃地在参与，
Kuffer,
氛围还是非常好的。
to catch up on all of the playoff action from NA, EMEA, and wish I could spell EMEA. It's really in the name. And Asia. That'll do, really. Nobody ever reads the description anyway, right? Need to upload to Spotify. That can go. Teams boot camping. Boot camping's 2 words. Show more. Tags. Place it. Delete Smash. Add. Kuffer, Overwatch. What other teams do I need to mention? Zeta, Falcons, Swiss Mines. Team Liquid, SSG. I need for European teams in here as well. And I've got the Ultimate. Alcacia. I've got Virtus Pro, got the Korean teams. Way Overwatch in there. Delete Smash. From the YouTube tags, not in real life. We recorded on Sunday. Save that. Monetization on, please. On. Please help us generate money, YouTube. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! I didn't press save. 3, 2, 1, go now. Alright. Confirmation of all our results. Uncoachable is up now on YouTube. It's going to be up on Spotify very shortly afterwards. So if you're waiting for the Spotify one, you won't have to wait all that long. Yeah, I'll get it all sorted out. I'll get it all out. I'll post on Twitter when the Spotify version's out as well. Length, what was it? 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 9 seconds. So pretty similar, I think, in length to, yeah. We slightly shorter than the Smash one, but still a good length. I thought it was a pretty good episode. Enjoyed having Kuffer on. I think Kuffer coins himself a certain catchphrase as well. Let me know. For more astute amongst you, maybe some of you watched it already. Let me see if you can figure out what Kuffer's catchphrase in this episode is. Alright, should we find someone to raid then? Because it's actually a beautiful day outside, so I want to go for a walk. I need to get a shop as well. No quiz. Come on, guys, you know how it is. Alright, let me get all this stuff sorted. Let me get myself out in the sunshine. And then let's find someone to raid. Who's live? Who's live? Not raiding Japan. Top G is live. Crocs is live. Are we feeling more Korean or more French? He's already got loads of viewers. FD God? Crocs? Do not raid, clear that bum ass. Glad you have such strong feelings about this one, 9ball. 到暴雪官方旗舰店了，采用3不锈钢内胆，安全又健康，软萌可爱的造型让银水 Where'd Top Dragon go? I swear he was there. 现在就来扫描屏幕上方的二维码，把破坏球 I've actually lost him. 是的，买杯子就到暴雪 I've lost the Top Dragon. Alright, let's just go to Crocs then. Let's get French. 千万不要走错店哦，一定要到暴雪 Rate to France Bond channel. 那么我们的2025 What's he doing? 全球冠军赛。4月2日12点会在猫眼 He's duoing with eggs, but he's also playing this. Go find out what Crocs is doing. Everyone, this is your job. Go find out what Crocs is up to, okay? I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big one. Rock versus Team CC. Don't miss it. Last game of the day. Go get ready for that. Enjoy it. If it's a sunny day outside as well, get some sun. And I'll see you all tomorrow.